the identification of the awareness of the self with the storyline, particularly the past storyline, the memory of the character of which the self is playing, because I am the self and I am playing this character. You are the self, the I am, playing the character that you're playing. And so the identification, the clinging, the attachment to the memory, the storyline of that character is a major obstruction in being here and now, in experiencing creation directly. So, for example, let's say you grew up in, I don't know, Louisiana in America. And so you're American, you're a male, and let's say you like coffee, and you like bacon, and you like baseball, and so you have all these likes, all these preferences, and then you get the storyline. Well, I had a girlfriend when I was 18, and then I had another one when I was 21, and then we broke up because of this and because of that, and then I went to university and I got this degree, so now I am a then I went to labor school, and now I am a carpenter, and so all that is forming the storyline, the identity of the character that you're playing. So somebody comes up to you and asks you, hello, what's your name? Your name is an identity. So you say, my name is Bob Sacamano. Okay? And so you say, well, I'm Bob Sacamano. And so that's an identity right there. That's part of your storyline, right? That's an identity. It's just your past. Somebody named you this. Look, it's in the passport. And somebody asks you, well, what do you do in life? What is, they're essentially asking, what's your identity here? What's your story? And you say, well, I'm a carpenter, right? Yeah, that's your identity. And you go on naming and labeling, and that's your storyline, right? That's your storyline. And so that's all cool. That's all part of the lila. The lila rasa lila, the divine play. It's like, you get in a character, and the character has its quirks, and its little things and preferences. I like coffee, I like this, I am that, I'm doing this is my role, etc., etc. That's all part of the game. That's all sweet and cool and really beautiful in many ways. But where it becomes problematic is the identification with that storyline. So that becomes you. That's like being identified with a car. I am my Honda Civic. You're driving by and somebody comes up and a cop pulls you over. Hello, who are you? You say, I'm a Honda Civic. Absurd, right? And it's just the same absurdity on another level of saying, well, I am the identity, or as opposed to I'm playing that role right now, so that's the role. It's two different ways of looking at it, two different planes of consciousness. So that identification with the storyline, it creates many problems. The major one being, I'm not here now. I'm not directly experiencing what is. Now, I invite you to think of the meal you had, the best whatever meal you had that you really enjoyed maybe a week ago. There's a good chance you won't even remember. If you ask me, what did you eat 7 days ago? I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe I'll sit here and think about it for 15 minutes and I still don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't know what I ate 7 days ago. So let's say you know. Let's say 7 days. Well, okay, today is Friday. So what do I eat usually on Fridays? Oh, usually I eat something on Fridays. I go out for dinner and I eat this particular thing. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I remember. I don't remember, but this is an example, right? Oh, yeah, right. We went outside. We went out. It was me and my friend. We ate a papaya, and then we went to this restaurant and we had this delicious salad. Oh, yeah. I remember, right? Now, let me invite you to, if you do actually remember, Okay, which I bet half of you guys won't even remember. I don't remember what I ate a week ago. Try to remember how that food tasted. Close your eyes and really remember. Quickly, you'll see that it's hazy. Already an experience you had relatively late, like recently, it's recent, a week ago, is hazy. You could sort of, oh yeah, that's how this tasted and stuff like that. Because if you truly remember the experience, you would never eat again. You would actually legit never, because why would you? If you do remember the experience as it was, you would never eat again. You would not have to, because it's the same thing. You're tasting it right now, right here. Which I suppose is possible if you could really, really, really remember the memory. But nevertheless, it's already hazy. It's already fading. It's already gone. That's something you had recently. Same thing, let's go back. Last time you had sex, last time you made some sweet loving, let's say. It was really good. Not just some quick 8 minutes and it's done. No, some really good. Like a really good experience with someone. You guys really made love for hours and hours. Now let's try and remember that. Same thing. It's already hazy. You don't remember any of it. You may remember a little bit of the feeling. Okay, it comes back to you. Some memories. Oh, well, yeah, but, right? But it's not the same. It can't be the same as when it was happening. So every experience you have is already, the minute it happens, it's gone. It's already fading. And so it's the same thing when you die. This whole experience of being right now, the whole character from the minute you popped into your mom's vagina. Okay, you slid from the astral plane, boom, popped out of your mom's vagina, boom, hello, this place kind of sucks, that's why I'm crying, why did I come here, right? So the minute you popped in, until, say you make it until 98, age 98, the minute you die, done, that's it, that's already, it's fading now, it's pew. Like I had several experiences where I essentially, and they were induced by psychedelics, but some of them weren't. Some of them were just in deep meditation, where I left my body. I was gone. Bye. See you later. And everything was just seemed like a fading, like a dream, like a dream. It is a dream. You wake up from a dream, and if you don't write it quickly, by the time it's halfway through the day, you already forgot the dream. Same thing. This is just a dream. It's just drawn out. It's just longer, right? And it feels more real because this is the experience you're sort of designed to experience in the moment. But then you realize that everything is fading. Always fading. And there's really nothing but the experience of the here and the now. When that begins to really dawn on you, and you realize there is no point of me contemplating my past. There's no point in me reminiscing on anything, good memories or bad memories. That it goes both ways, because you barely remember them anyway. Because the more say you had a really pleasant experience, again with a really terrific meal. Like I remember this terrific meal that I had, maybe 10 days ago. It was like a biryani bowl, right? That's why I'm craving it today, because it was a really good experience. I was with my friend. We ordered it. We had a really, really good, right? So I do remember. It was about maybe 10 days ago. Now, probably the reason why I'm craving that experience again today is because I already forgot what the experience. I know it was good. That's all I know. Because I could just go back and be like, oh, that was really good, But I already forgot the experience, the feeling of it. That's probably why I want to have it again. It is why I want to have it again, because it's already fading, and each day goes by, it fades more and more and more and more. So if in a month from now, it will be completely forgotten, that experience. You see? And then it dawns on you, like everything is like that in life. Every experience. So then there's nothing but the here and the now. There's nothing but the experience of what is right now. And how do we get into the now? Well, we clear up our minds. We calm the minds down through various means, various methods, various meditation practices, and etc., etc. of which you pick your favorite, calms down your mind, you're here and now again. Paradoxically, in the here and now, your memory is sharpened, so even going back and remembering something, it's more vivid. It really is more vivid. And if you get in a hypnotic state, you could actually go back to the past and feel it as if it's happening now and be fully in the experience if you've done any visualization before. And so then the realization hits you, it's just the here and the now. Why am I reminiscing on the past? Why am I identified with the past story? I'm not the past story. When I die, all of that is just going to be like a dream. When you wake up, are you your dream? Are you the story that happened in the dream? No, you go back, you start to identify with this story now. But really, you're not even the story. And so you're really no one. You're just nobody. You're a nobody. How about that? How encouraging is that of a statement, folks? You're nobody. Has anybody ever told you that? Well, here, I'm telling you, you're nobody. You are a nobody. You're no one. You're not special. You're not someone. You're no one. You're no one. You're nobody. Right now, I could sort of see, Rocky getting mad at me for saying that, right? Coming at me with, with his running and the music. No, you're somebody, right? You're nobody. No, you're no one. You're no one. It's no story to you. But that's because you're everyone. And if you're no one, you're everyone. It's like, we got a cup here. It's nice. It's like this empty cup is empty. So the empty space, it can be filled with anything. You can put juice in here. You can put water in here. You can put shit in here. Piss. Excuse my soft-core language. You could put anything here. Really, I mean, it's because it's empty. It's nothing. No thing. You see that? Nothing. Space. Empty space. Nothing. That's the most redeeming quality of this cup, is that it's empty. Is that it's nothing. It can hold anything. The space in between the cup. And so you're this cup. You can hold anything. And that's being open in the here and the now. I could be anybody right now. I could be a speaker right now. I am being a speaker because I'm so open and empty that I'm just gonna listen to the moment. And right now I am a speaker. But when I turn off this video, the camera, I'm no longer a speaker. Perhaps I'm a listener. Perhaps I'll play a podcast or something. Now I am a listener. You see? So now I'm the empty cup, just being whatever the moment offers. And so I'm no one. I'm not my storyline. I'm not how many chicks I banged. I'm not the food that I ate. I'm not my nationality. I'm not any of these things. I'm not the ethnicity. I'm not my religious identity. I'm not even my physical identity. Because that's changing. I mean, I got black hair. Oh, Saeed, I got black hair. I have black hair. Long, nice, curly black hair. I don't know. Do I have that in 50 years? Is it going to be black? Probably not. It's going to be gray. If it's still there. So even that, I'm not that. You see? So then I might be 7-year-old and be miserable because I no longer have long, nice, curly black hair. Because now I lost my identity. That's part of my past. Oh, kids, when I was 28, I had the best black curly hair. Here, you don't believe me? Go on YouTube. Here's a picture. And then you identify with that storyline because that's your identity in your head. But then you're no one. So now I'm just an old, bald guy with some ancient remaining gray, white hairs on my scalp. That's who I am right now. That's what I'm the cup now. The cup was long, curly, black, beautiful hair. Okay, 50 years later, bald guy with a little bit of white hair on his scalp, just hanging on to these remaining ruins, right? So, who are you? Who are you? You're no one. You're no thing. That's nothing, nothingness, nothingness, no thing, nobody. And then you could be anybody in that way because you're always changing. So you're everybody, you're everything. I have long black curly hair, and I also am bald. Because probably when I'm 70, 80, I'll probably be bald. If I am not, then at least I'll have the same hair, but gray. So it'll be now, so I am both he who has long black curly hair, and he who has long gray hair, and he who is bald, all at the same time, simultaneously, because it's all one now moment anyway, so time is an illusion. Then therefore I am a male right now, but I'm also a female. I'm also a female because who knows, maybe my next life will be a female. Probably will be. I just got a feeling about the whole thing. Be a female. Maybe the last one was a female too, but it's all one happening at the same time, so I'm male and female. But that doesn't mean I'm not aware of what it is in the moment. I am a male in the moment. You see, I'm playing a male character. I am a male. So I'm aware that this is what's happening in the moment. So somebody asks me, on a passport, identify male or female, right? I'd say male, I'm not going to write them an essay or tell them, go watch that video, right? I got to move the line here. We got to move the line. I got to get on with it. So I'm not writing you an essay here explaining to you how, I am both male and female and I'm God. No, I'll just say, I'm aware of that, what this contain. I mean, you put apple juice in here, or let's say watermelon juice, and then you taste it and this is watermelon juice because now the cup is full. In the same way, right now, it's a male character. So ask me, what do you identify with? I say male. Okay, male. A long black curly hair. I can see I have long black curly hair. Of course. So, but am I identified with it? Am I clinging on? Am I attached to the identities? No. It's absurd. It's absurd because everything is always changing. Change. Everything's constantly changing. So it would be absolutely absurd of me to identify with any of these things as me, as my identity. Because I'm gonna, it's gonna be changing. Moment to moment it's changing. You see? What if one day I wake up, I want to shave my head, but no, you got, no. Well, you got a new identity now. I want to fill a cup with different juice, I want to, not watermelon juice, I want to put apple juice in there. It's the calling of the moment. So you see, you're no one. You're in the now, and you're just experiencing the changes from moment to moment, and you are whatever that moment is. And then it changes, and then it changes, and it changes. So you're all of it and none of it at the same time. That's the paradox we always talk about in these videos. You see? So, yes, the moral of the story here is if you find yourself identifying with your past story so much, lighten up on the whole thing. And recognize that it's just fading memories, and they're part of your character's storyline, but they're largely irrelevant, really. They're largely irrelevant. The details of your past are largely irrelevant, and they often get in the way of what is. What is magnificent. Only if your mind's calm enough. Because if you're always identifying with your past, you're always going back to your past. You're always thinking, essentially, in your head, right? You're in the world of conceptions. You're never seeing the beauty of what is, because it's always around you all the time. When if you go into the woods, the first time it happened to me, when I started to realize this, my first mushroom trip, go into the woods, I take mushrooms, and I'm like, what the fuck? Has the world been this beautiful all the time? I'm looking around like, wow, whoa, what? How was I not aware of this? This is so beautiful. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. Wow. But that beauty has always been there. My mind was so cluttered up. I mean, the intervention of the mushroom, it made me realize the beauty of what is, which is always around you. Always. Right now is like the most beautiful thing ever. Had you but eyes to see it. You see? So it's always there. It's always beautiful. The moment, the now. No conceptions, no thoughts of the past, no thoughts of the future, no identifications. I mean, okay, it's just a memory now. It's gone. It's like having a dream and waking up and being in that dream, still remembering that dream. Well, you gotta be here, right? You gotta go to work, go to this, take a walk, enjoy this, right? But it would be silly to still live in that dream and still think about that dream all day long when you're here now, or a new experience, right? Same way, it's kind of silly to even go back into your past and sort of contemplate it too much and overanalyze it. I mean, you do a little bit of that, but it's at the end of the day, you know, you do it enough so that you could come back to the here and the now. And if you do release trauma, if you do some trauma work, holotropic breathing, Wim Hof breathing, catharsis, stuff like that, you release the past traumas without having to think about them or analyze them. So if you're still stuck in this past story and you're identified with it, look into releasing these traumas via, you know, different means. I look into my one of my most recent videos, Let Go of the Past. Release the trauma so you can be here and now. There are many methods to release them, so you can be here and now. You don't have to think about it too much or analyze. Psychotherapy is mostly a waste of time, because you're just reinforcing the same pattern, which is you're still in your head thinking, which just keeps taking you away from the here and the now. Which is, again, it's just like my first mushroom trip. It's so beautiful. Like, how? It's always been like this? Has it always been this beautiful? And then I realized, well, of course it has always been this beautiful. It always is this beautiful. Every moment is always this beautiful. But I'm thinking, I'm identified with the storyline. I'm thinking, I'm overthinking this and that. And that's keeping me away from the kingdom of heaven, which is the here and the now. Really. So, hope you enjoyed this rant. Thank you to all the Patreons for your great support. I absolutely love you guys. I really send you my sincere gratitude deep from the present moment. And if you would like to support one-time donations via PayPal, appreciate it. Anything's appreciated. Couple of bucks a month on Patreon, $24 a year. Come on, get off your lazy ass, get your credit card, put in the information if you want to show your appreciation that way. Other than that, keep watching, do your thing. And until next time, may the force be with you.